Hey everyone, welcome back to a Higher Joy podcast. My name is Angie Brady, and today is going to be a really fun and something that we've never done on the Higher Joy podcast today. And as you just saw, my son Wells is going to be on the podcast today. And
Oh yeah, where'd I come from? I'm not here.
and tell us how old you are, bud.
8.
Yeah. So he's 8 and he is our oldest. I have 5 kiddos and we have a boy, Wells, and then we have 3 girls and then another boy that's about almost 10 months old named Peter. So today we're going to be kind of doing a little get to know you game and also talking about uh, things that God created that we have and that bring us joy in our life. And if say that louder.
They're amazing creatures.
So to start off our podcast today, uh, I'm going to read a verse in Genesis, and then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah. So it says it's Genesis chapter 1, verse 24. It says, "And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping things, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so." And growing up, I didn't have very many pets or really anything. And
She
ever
has
since,
me.
I guess you're a little
Well,
pet.
she has a man. I'm her pet.
Um,
Woof woof, I'm a doggy.
you're silly. So with that, we are going to talk about some of the things in our family that we have found so much joy in, and that when we first started to have creatures in our house. I wasn't a huge fan, but they've really grown on me. We've even had a few pass away that it was really sad. And so it goes to show that God creates these creatures for us so that we can feel joy and have experiences that create like like I was saying that some of our pets have died, and it's this growing and understanding life. And so life and death. So I'm gonna have Wells introduce himself and a few I guess we'll have him first start off with his new pet that he just got.
I have to tell them this story
Don't talk.
before that.
Okay, don't talk. Okay.
A few weeks ago, I went down the canyon with her and her friends. Well, my sister's friends and her friend. And my friend and another friend. Um, I saw something shiny under a rock, so I went to go flip it over, and 8 snakes came coming out of the rock. One of them was just sleeping there, staying there, and I'm like, I'm not realizing anything. And then I just caught him, but then he woke up and ran away, and then uh, I yeeted him across the ground, and it kind of landed on the other side. And then my mom let me keep him as a pet, and then like 4 days after I got him, he died. So we buried him 2 days ago, and because I wanted a pet for myself again. Well, the last one was my family pet, kind of. Because I wanted a pet for myself. I went to PetSmart with my other grandma. We call her Mima. And we went to PetSmart and I got myself a leopard gecko. It's the albino type. The albino type of leopard geckos.
Can you bring it a little bit closer to the camera? So he's a cute little guy. Just what?
And
He's just a couple, I guess he's 2 years old in gecko years, right? You
and
want to
2 months old in normal life.
Yeah, can you put him up on your chest so people can see and maybe he'll walk a little bit?
Yeah. Wait, gotta put him more down here. So I'll start walking.
So, no, ever since Wells was born, he has been one of our most adventurous kids. Like he just is not scared of
Anything.
anything for real. And he,
Hey, buddy.
but one of his like amazing gifts is that he's not sh scared to share like all of the creatures that we have. He is so proud of them and he loves, like, he literally brings community together because of pets. Just like cool experience that we had on Sunday was with when the snake was alive, it was still alive on Sunday. We actually had this after church. We went over to the church pavilion and we had um a potluck lunch thing. And after it was over, he
Hmm?
went home and grabbed his snake and
It
he
wasn't over.
well, yeah, it was in the middle. Pretty much people were done eating, but it was yeah, he brought
No,
it
they were
over.
eating. They were
Okay.
still eating.
Okay. Um and he brought it over and there was just like so many people surrounded him. All the kids were so like he just drew everybody in and created a community of friendship over a creature. And I just think that it really is truly important that God created little creatures because for this little guy, has brought him so much joy and it I don't know, it gives him like adventure and to see how they what they eat and discovering the different things they can do and how they grow. Um,
These are his, these are his ears,
the little holes
right?
on the side.
The little holes in the side, right
Yeah.
there.
Let's see. Let me see if I can hold it up to the camera. So,
Buddy,
whoa! See? Trying to get away. But this is our little guy. He's so cute.
I'm gonna get the other one.
So Wells is all about sharing his pets. So if anybody wants to come over and meet, what's his name?
Waldo.
Mrs. Waldo.
There.
Um, so another little cool story. So my husband Ian, he grew up with bearded dragons, and
No, he didn't.
yeah, he did.
He grew up with dogs.
Well, he grew up with both, and something. So probably what was it, 3 or 4 years, 3 years ago? We one of my friends up in Fruit Heights was selling their bearded dragons, or a neighbor was selling their bearded dragons, and
Two and
we
a half years ago.
and I showed him it, and I was like, oh, I don't know, like about these, but I know that he loved him so much. So I showed him it and he was like, yeah, let's get him. And I was nervous, of course, at first, but they've really grown on me. And recently we just purchased a few more and we're going to show you one that we recently purchased. What, like, it was actually on Wells's birthday, February 6th. We went and got this little guy.
Hmm.
So we have a bearded dragon
I can hide him.
and his name is Hoyd. This is our little guy.
We had five. Two of them died.
Um,
Vienta
yes,
and Nazbu.
yeah. We're still working on keeping our pets alive. Um, but uh again, this
There's
one,
graves in our backyard.
so this little guy, he's what,
Mhm.
like 7 or 8 months old, but it's so amazing that what these little creatures can do. Like if we if you and again, this is inviting anybody over whoever wants to hold a bearded dragon or see what they can do, see how they eat. We'd love to share that with you. So, I don't know if you want me to hold it right here. So this is, there it is, right on my shoulder. Oh,
If
so
the few like a month ago, Sandy started to lay eggs.
yeah,
Another one of our bearded dragons. But sadly, they all passed away in their eggs because
yeah,
we didn't incubate them right. Um, she laid like 20 eggs.
like so. We didn't know how to do it. So if there's another round that comes, we'll be more prepared in getting them incubated quickly. We just didn't know that it was happening so quickly.
It takes
Uh,
40 to 60 days for them to hatch.
yeah. Um, So I don't know. I feel that as like time has gr gone
We
on,
have two more bearded dragons, but they're asleep.
yeah. I feel like as time has gone on, feel like because of Wells, because of Ian, their joy for creatures and pets, it's really grown on me, and I've really actually come to enjoy um, taking care of them and being with them. And so I just think it's an amazing blessing what little creatures can bring to families, what creatures can bring um, to little boys and that have a creative mind and that want to experience adventure. And um, so, is there anything else that you want to talk about God's creations?
They're very sleepy.
They're very sleepy.
At
Yes.
nighttime, they get very, very sleepy.
Yep, just like us. Um,
Dude's closing his eyes because I'm trying to put my shirt on him for a blanket, but it keeps going too far. Hey, that's perfect.
yeah. But again, we just wanted to share that with you, and we're so grateful for what what these have brought to us and the friends that we've made, just because of Wells's courage to just love people and love his pets and not be afraid to share. And it truly is an amazing gift that he has, and I'm so grateful for him and his adventurous.
His
And
fingers are pretty soft. Well,
so
this one's these are sharp.
he's giving you some teasers. So come over. We love friends. Come over and meet our Mr. Waldo
It's
and Hoyd. So let's hold them up together to the camera.
Sandy, Boyd, and Nodam.
Yep.
Vienta and
We also
Nasbu.
have a tortoise too. So come and
Her
join
name's Silfrena, but
Reptile Farm.
we call her Seal.
Okay, so hold those up so we can see.
Mm.
Oh, cute.
I'm bigger than you. Wait, I'm so smaller, but I'm close to as big
Okay.
as your head.
Um, okay, anything else? We know God's creations are an amazing thing. So,
Every pet is very, very cute.
yes. Okay. Well, thanks for listening and
Except naked mole.
we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
That was one.